It's Wednesday, June 25th, 2014. Good morning, I'm forecaster Mark Spencer from NeoWeather.com. We do have some scattered rain this morning that'll clear out by this afternoon. A much calmer end of the week is in store, and we're looking at warmer temperatures and more storms for next week. Get all the details and much more starting right now. Present across northern Ohio this morning. We'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. Otherwise, pretty quiet across the country as we look at the NeoWeather 3D Max Doppler radar. A few storms up here in Wisconsin are being noted this morning here, and we have some showers and storms along the Gulf Coast and moving across the panhandle of Texas. Otherwise, warm and humid across the southeast, a little cooler, not quite as wet across the western United States. Northern Plains is pretty quiet, a little chilly this morning. A couple places started out in the 40s. Across our area this morning, we do have the rain moving through. Fortunately, it's not as heavy now as it was overnight. The heaviest batch of rain right now over Lake Geauga and Ashtabula County. That's moving off to the northeast up I-90. That could drop a quick half inch to an inch of rain. And there is a flood warning in effect for that area too. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. We do have another line of showers. It's kind of diving off to the south and east a little bit towards the lake shore. That shouldn't get very far inland. I think it's going to get pulled off to the north and east as well. We also have a few showers around parts of Portage County, and that's about it. It's mainly cloudy right now across our area. However, as you get out towards the west here, clouds are pretty low, so we could be looking at it in low overcast here for a little while. They're right around the cloud cover is right around 800 feet to 1,000 feet above the surface, so pretty cloudy out here this morning, and will eventually clear out later this afternoon. Temperatures right now right around 70 degrees. They're really not going to go very far until we can start breaking some of this cloud cover. We look to get into the low and middle 70s though today. Our high yesterday was a humid 85 degrees to low 69. Our averages are 81 and 62 respectively. The record today, 104 set back in 1988. We just recorded a tenth of rain as the time this graphic was made last night. I'm sure Cleveland Hopkins got much more than that, though, with the rain overnight. Sunrise is at 5:55 a.m. and sunset is at 9:04 p.m. There is a flood warning in effect for many communities across northeastern Ohio this morning. Lake Geauga and Ashtabula counties are under a flood warning, much of that through this afternoon now. Holmes County also under a flood warning. Also, we have a couple of places, creeks and streams that have flood warnings. I believe that's the Kilbuck Creek in Wayne County, and then that's the Black River in Lorain County, where there are flood warnings in effect in the vicinity of those areas. Again, much of this runs through late morning or early this afternoon as that rain does clear out. There is a flash flood watch in effect across the entire area that is set to expire around 10 to 11 o'clock this morning. Our pollen forecast for today, wouldn't you know it, it's not very high due to the rain. Grass pollen still in the moderate category. Tree pollen is backing off. Mold spores, they're creeping up there a little bit with all this rain we've had lately, but they do remain in the low category. Well, as you heard, on June 23rd, we did have a confirmed tornado in Brunswick, and it was confirmed to be an EF1 by the National Weather Service yesterday with winds of 110 miles per hour at their strongest. Here's the path right here, this red line. It's 1.7 miles long. The width was 120 yards, just over a football field, and there is a football field up here just below the A and the D in the header there. That is Brunswick High School. And if you want to know, the length of a football field is 120 yards, counting both end zones. So that width is right there. Now, fortunately, I don't think there was any damage to the high school. Most of the damage, especially the EF1 damage, occurred just after the tornado touched down and just before the tornado lifted, which is a good thing because otherwise we had mainly minor damage along that path, which is good. There was a combination of EF0 and EF1 damage that was observed by the Weather Service when they did their survey yesterday. Again, most of it was EF0 damage, but they did have some pretty consistent EF1 damage in some areas. Again, just after it touched down and just before it lifted. All right, our forecast for today is going to feature some rain this morning. Those showers are going to end, and we're going to gradually clear out through the day. The high should get to around 74 degrees. That will not occur until later today. We're looking probably about 4 or 5 o'clock before that happens. We'll start your morning off with rain, especially east of Cleveland, 67. Showers should start tapering off by 11 a.m. We'll be around 70, which is where we're at right now. We're not going to see much of an increase in temperatures. By 2 p.m., the clouds are going to start breaking up, 73 and 74 by 5 p.m. under partly cloudy skies. Winds will be light out of the north behind the cold front passing through at 4 to 8 miles an hour. For Akron and Canton, much the same here. 76 is your high. However, rain's pretty much going to end around 8, 9 o'clock here. By 11 a.m., we're just going to mainly be cloudy, and then we'll start clearing out this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we're going to see partly cloudy skies across the area as temperatures fall into the low 60s again. Winds will be light out of the northwest, and that should help set us up for a decent Thursday here, as we see on our 7-day forecast. A high of 77 on Thursday with a mix of sun and clouds. We could see a few rain showers east, though, so generally be east of 77, and actually probably even be a little further east than that, more towards Lake Geauga, Portage, Ashtabula, and Trumbull counties. Looks they have the best threat for that. High pressure builds in for Friday, mainly sunny skies with a high of 80. That's going to slide east a little bit quicker than we anticipated yesterday. Saturday still going to be nice. We are going to see a chance for some scattered afternoon thunderstorms. Those are those heat of the day type storms. It'll be much warmer, 86, 87 for your Sunday, partly cloudy. Again, a chance of afternoon scattered thunderstorms. Much the same for Monday, scattered afternoon storms, much warmer, 88. And then Tuesday, we're really going to crank the heat, 91, with those scattered afternoon thunderstorms also possible. And we look to stay warm probably going into Wednesday. Then a cold front's going to come through, and then we're going to cool down. Looks like just in time for the 4th of July. We also may dry out just in time for that too. Right now, long-range models, it's a little out there. July 4th looking not too bad with highs in the middle 70s currently. But be sure to stay right here at neoweather.com for the very latest forecast.